Hello and welcome to the Tiny Car Guys podcast, episode 36, No More Spiders.
Watching the mouse.
Today I'm joined by...
Oh, that was really close.
What was really close?
Sam had just finished replying to me saying, I don't want to start talking when Mike goes on. And then right after she finished talking, you started.
Oh, I stopped talking for a second. And it did catch that, so...
Oh, God. Okay.
We're just never gonna get it right.
We're never going to get it right.
One day.
Or we will, but nothing else will go correctly.
All right, nothing else.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? Technical difficulties, or user error, means we're gonna have a good show. Today I'm joined by Cheerio, Sam,
Yo,
and Matt.
Oh.
How are you all doing today?
All right.
Nothing. No.
I mean,
Sorry. Go on.
I'm cool now.
Yeah. Nothing. That you want to share with us, Matt?
Oh, that wasn't today. That was a couple days ago.
Okay. Do you want to share it?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So, we'll just say it was Monday because it couldn't have been Sunday, and I don't think it was Saturday. But I was helping my boss, who used to be sort of your boss, set up some Christmas candy because that's what he'd said we were going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
You may have actually come across this candy already, Mike. It's a sort of tall for candy Santa that's, I think, hollow inside.
I don't know if I have.
Okay.
Made of
I'll say
chocolate, I'm
that
assuming.
No, it's made out of roaches. Yeah, it's chocolate. I will attempt to remember to take a picture of it tomorrow and send it to you, but I probably will forget.
Okay.
And I don't know how it came up in conversation, but we were talking about, eating candy because we were setting up candy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and I said something to the effect of probably, oh, that'd be a, pretty decent sized mouthful because it's, it's about the size of a finger, pretty decent sized piece of candy.
Mm-hmm.
He said something, and y'all know how I am. If there's a thought in my brain, I don't really filter it. I might if I get lucky, but normally it's just in the brain, out the mouth. So my dumbass turns around and makes a quip about deep-throating Santa.
Grandpa, no.
Well, no, I didn't even do that. He started laughing and probably mentioned something about the podcast. And then I followed it up because sort of close to that, there was like chocolate coal that only sort of looks like coal. And the tagline on that was being naughty, something about being naughty never tasted so nice.
Oh.
And
Okay.
after I said that, I was like, oh God, and then there's this.
Nice.
And then he made sure to mention that I should say that on the podcast. And
Being
that he may or may not be listening, but that he doesn't have an account, so he can't type it into Remind. And I was like, oh, great. Well, that's going on Sam's list of me for sure. Oh, and then I'd also mentioned something about a white Christmas. Because,
oh God.
It all tracks.
It really does.
And that was my Monday morning.
Nice.
Yes.
Sam,
The
how are you?
best part of waking up.
Is Santa in your mouth? I don't think so.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh. I'm okay. I might be getting a new job here soon, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found the
You're not
perfect.
joining the party, are you?
What?
You're not joining the party, are you?
Oh, hell no.
Okay, good.
I have the perfect sound clip for when you switch articles down there about so long Gary Bowser. Um, Cheerio, how are you? Nothing to
Okay,
share.
total. No, not really. Oh, well, I mean, maybe it was how I came to be here tonight.
Oh,
So you Snapchatted me and you're like, sup? I'm like, okay, cool. And then you were like, hey, podcast. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I don't know why I thought today was Tuesday. I looked at the date and then looked at the time, looked at the date again, and looked at it some more and said, oh, fuck, I'm sitting in front of the store. I'm like, time to go home. I didn't go in the store.
oh. Well, I mean, you could have been late if you wanted.
I would have been late. I would have missed it, but
No.
I couldn't miss it. I had to be here.
Okay. Well,
So, yeah.
Nice.
hey, we appreciate you being here.
Love your dedication.
Yeah. Sorry about last week.
It's fine.
I just want to say, like, to everybody, there's no way that I was going to be here last week, and Sam usually covers. Sam had a lot going on last week too. I don't know
Yeah.
that she really wants to talk about it.
No. Yeah.
I drove probably or I was awake last Thursday from probably 3 a.m. until maybe 2:30 ish on Friday. And I don't know if you guys know me well enough to know that I don't sleep anywhere other than my room.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I know.
I'm very much like, hey, I'll start to fall asleep, but then anything, whether it's a different smell, whether it's a different noise, it'll wake me up. I'll be
You sleep
wide
really
awake.
light.
Yeah,
Right?
I do. Very light. So much so that I when I lived with my ex, my kid's mom, there would be we lived in a duplex, and on the other side of our driveway was another duplex. Well, there was just enough space, and the Dollar General across the street from said duplex would every once in a while their alarm would start going off in the middle of the night. There was just enough of an echo between the two duplexes to keep me awake all night when that alarm would start going off. But yeah, we're back this week, and we are enjoying more spider shit, Matt.
What do you mean more? I didn't do any spider stuff last week, did I?
We weren't here last week.
The week
The week
before,
before.
last podcast,
The
whatever.
arachnid or the scorpions. The scorpions.
I did do that, didn't I?
You did. That's
Was
why I'm
that?
saying no more fucking spiders.
The real question is what I do. Okay, the week before was the cave, and then
No, that Cheerio did that one.
well, no, she had to because I couldn't fucking read it. Oh, I
was
need
the
to go
best.
back and watch that.
that
part of
was
last week's
the
stream.
best.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I completely forgot about that from like the day after. Otherwise, I definitely would have gone back and watched it.
Oh, you've got plenty of time to rewatch it, and you could do that at our YouTube channel too. Or if you want to get a hold of us, you can go to any of these links that Matt's going to post there.
Thank you. I had him ready to go. I was just waiting for a moment. I did not. I'll add the YouTube one in there later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Actually, I'm gonna do that now while I'm thinking about it. So y'all keep talking. I got this.
Okay. So this week we've got 4. Wait. 3 articles. Why do I have 4 things from Traxxas though? What's this one? Oh. Ooh. Yep. Let's. We've got 3 things from Traxxas this week, and one of them I am actually kind of excited about.
That's heavy for Traxxas.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
we also haven't done a Traxxas article in how long? Quite a while. So they've had some time to build up, seeing as they do them like maybe once or twice a month. So anything else you guys want to talk about before we get started?
Nope, just listening to the audio and making sure that it's a-okay.
Yeah, are we good?
So far, yeah, unless you have music playing in the background, which I imagine you don't, because if you do, it's not working.
I don't have music. I've learned my lesson.
No more.
I have learned my lesson. We are not doing music until we can figure out an a-okay way to make sure that it's working.
Oh my gosh.
But it could also have been the fact that I did slow down the music, like about to
Shit.
negative. This is the most
It's the
This-
most action our chat's gotten in a while.
right.
It's all because I forgot how to do things, but it's good.
Are you okay, Matt? Do we need to
I'm alive, so the answer is no, but thanks for asking.
do we need to call a doctor for you? Maybe get you
No.
checked out for a stroke?
No, I think I already had a couple of those today. I tried to talk to somebody. I did smack my head into one of the tines of the fucking lift today, so that might have done something.
Yeah, that probably did not.
Okay, ignore that. What the fuck did I just do? Jesus Christ. All I'm going for, any of y'all looking at the chat right now, this is all I was trying to do. There's the damn YouTube. Have yourselves a Merry Christmas. I'm going back under a fucking rock.
There you go. I'm sure that rock will enjoy your presence.
Why did I almost say not as much as Santa? I need to go to bed.
Oh
Jesus
man.
Christ.
So I'm gonna get started
There
on some
goes our other
news.
viewer. We had 3 and now we have 2.
I'm gonna
For
get
joining the Tiny Car Guys podcast.
Yeah, thank you for coming out.
Well, we make jokes about Santa.
Yeah. Because he's
We're very festive here at Tiny
Ho,
Well,
ho, ho.
Well, we make jokes about Santa, no more spiders, and the TRX4 high output BEC.
Thank you,
Which
Cheerio.
is our first article for this evening.
See, this is why we need you here. We just get too fucking
Why would
sidetracked.
Yeah, kinda.
And I never really would have expected that I'd be the one derailing things all the time.
So, if you want to add a high output BEC to your TRX4 to get the maximum power for your steering servo,
Servo is for steering.
thank you, Sam.
Sorry.
I was waiting. The TRX4 is built tough enough to handle just about any trail you come across in the wild. It's a funny story about that. Sam and I went to the local park, and she drove an SCX-10-2, and I drove a TRX-4. Yeah, let's just say the TRX-4 definitely held up quite a bit better than the SCX-10-2. We did some off-road climbing on a really steep hill. I am super happy with the way the TRX-4 handles. So what is a BEC? Quick history lesson. When electric RC cars really started to take off in the late 70s and early 80s, receivers were designed to operate on 6 volts via a receiver battery, typically 4 AA dry cells or a 5-cell nickel cadmium battery. The 6-volt cell, or the 6-cell 7.2 volt battery that powered your car could damage the receiver and servos if it powered them directly, and so it was common for RC cars of the era to carry a separate 6-volt receiver battery along with the 7.2 volt main battery. The battery eliminator circuit, BEC, solved the problem by stepping down the voltage of the main battery to 6 volts. True to its name, the BEC eliminated the need for a separate receiver battery. Today, the BEC is incorporated into the speed control to assure the receiver gets the same voltage no matter what battery you use in your vehicle. Here's a picture of the high output BEC. Basically, what it's doing is it's adding a separate BEC to the vehicle so that it'll put more power to the servo. So why do we need a separate BEC? The more powerful servo.
It's for steering.
Thank you.
It's for steering. Sorry,
The higher
I was
current
sidetracked.
the higher current draw will the more powerful the blank, the higher current draw will be. Without high output BEC, your servo
What is
may
happening?
draw more power than the
Stroke?
speed control. Yes! Yes! The speed control is designed to deliver to the receiver, causing the receiver to glitch or brown out, which I'm doing right now.
Brown
The high
state.
output BEC
this
makes
stream brought to
certain.
you by Mike's bathroom.
No. I'm talking about having a stroke. The
You could
BEC
also do that
includes
in your
everything you need to install the 2260 BEC in a TRX4. It mounts on top of the receiver with a foam pad. Install it as shown in the instruction sheet. Place the BEC on the receiver as shown in the instructions so it will fit under the new receiver box lid properly. The new lid is taller than the stock. Here's a diagram to show how it works. The speed control plugs into the port on the top of the BEC. Make sure to press it in all the way, and the BEC's plug goes into the channel 2 spot on the receiver. So that would be the throttle port. Thread the red and black wire harness through the box cover, then install the cover wire and clamp to seal it. A fresh O-ring and silicone grease are supplied in the kit. The BEC's male red plug goes into the speed control's female plug, which in our case is already being used by the lighting system. No problem. The BEC includes a Y harness, so both accessories can share the plug. That's all there is to it. Be sure to check out other popular TRX4 accessory installations here. Guys, is it bad that I really want to click it?
You can click it.
Click it. Click it. Click it.
That's not what I was expecting. We'll
Welcome
come
to the
back
Tiny Car
to
Guys
that
podcast.
later. Okay. How to apply ProGraphics Chrome Paint and Backer. Chrome Paint has a reputation for being difficult to use. But man, do I want it. I really want some Chrome Paint, guys. Acrylic Chrome Backer paint. High quality mirror-like chrome requires a 2-stage process with chrome spray and a brush applied backer. It's easy to do, and we'll show you how in this new video. Can I just not watch the video, though? Okay, choose your body. Traxxas offers many options when it comes to bodies. Pre-painted bodies come complete with factory-applied paint and graphics. They're ready to mount and tough as nails. ProGraphics bodies come with high-quality pre-applied graphics, but allow you to choose your base coat for a custom look. Clear bodies allow the most customization, limited only by your imagination. Before painting any body, it's important to prepare the surface for proper paint adhesion. Generally, I just clean it with some Dawn. They suggest alcohol and a lint-free cloth, but Dawn seems to work to get everything out. So then you spray the body. Traxxas designed ProGraphics paint with wide caps to avoid finger fatigue. That is an actual issue that you wouldn't expect. The nozzles deliver a fine mist of paint to avoid blobs and other paint irregularities. It's important to move the can in a steady side-to-side motion to get even coverage across the body. Interesting. For best results, apply several light coats. Allow the paint to dry
How you
between
do it?
sprayings. Several light coats will achieve the same effects, while reducing the risk of drips and runs. Hold the body up to a light source to ensure even coverage. Once the chrome paint has dried completely, it's time to apply the backer. Shut up! This is an important step to achieve that pro quality shine. The backing paint deepens the mirror effect and allows more light to reflect back from the chrome. It also provides a protective layer to prevent scratches and other wear to the chrome finish. The Traxxas High Quality Pro Graphics Chrome backer comes in 100 milliliter cans and goes on with a brush. Apply the backing paint on top of the chrome layer and allow it to dry before handling. Success! I really like that.
It's completely chrome.
Look at that. Like that hoss. That almost makes me want to buy a hoss. I'm sorry. It's, well, one of those nights. Let's take a look at the Pro Graphics paint. So this is all the colors.
Of the
The
wind.
colors that are definitely not worth $10 a pop.
You're right. Once a couple are worth 16.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to realize this is for a 5-ounce can too.
Yeah, I saw it after I said it.
Yeah. I don't know how much my price on these would be, but going forward, like, look, metallic colors.
Metallic blue.
Yeah, I kind of like. I think I'm gonna stick to the metallic that I use, the dynamite. Fluorescent though. We got the Tiny Car Guys colors, guys.
Hey.
Would Matt be red or orange?
Are you colorblind?
Yes.
Oh, no, that's the orange is yellow. I'd say red is the one that
Right.
looks orange.
Yeah, because we used orange on your body, I think. Sam, we used green, the fluorescent green, but we didn't. These weren't out at the time, so Cheerio would be. I'm blanking pink.
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I mean, those two colors they've got are damn near identical.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, what I have issues with seeing the difference between would be like a darker purple and purple, or a darker blue and purple. The green and the yellow, I can't really tell a difference between.
Can you tell yellow and orange?
Yes, but orange is just slightly darker than the yellow for me. Specialty colors.
That's about how I see it too.
Chrome. $16 for a 5-ounce can. There's no fucking way. No fucking way. $30 for 13.5 ounces of chrome.
Well, see, the thing about it is,
Fuck you.
that one's actually the $30 one's a better deal than the 16.
Is it? Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting over twice as much for under twice as much.
Honestly, I
true.
would still stick with a different brand of paint that is a bigger can and a better value than that.
I think that the Spastix colors.
Unless it's gold plated and gives me money. And I used gold plated and gives me money as another alternative from what I was gonna say. I'm not paying $30 for that.
So the Spastix Chrome is $16 for 3.5 ounces. So I hate to say it, but the Traxxas might actually be a better deal.
Maybe you're right. You probably are right.
But then again, because, well, hold on. Ultimate Clear Coat for Mirror Chrome. Ultimate Clear Coat for Mirror Chrome. Ultimate Mirror Chrome. $13.5 for 3.5 ounces. Yeah.
No.
I'd go with the
See that?
Traxxas.
I would too if I had to.
But then again, the Spastics, you can do a backer in a can. in a spray can. So
So what is backer?
it just makes the color, or not the color, but the chrome deeper and gives it more of a reflective look to it.
Okay.
So it's
I know how to solve that problem, but that okay.
just paint black behind it.
Yeah, that or white or pearl white or whatever you want, and you don't have to spend a shit ton of money on that.
I almost
Yeah,
wonder.
well,
What, Matt?
I was just gonna say the thing about it is you're already spending ass hats load of money on the car and the body and everything. You may as well spend a little bit more on the paint.
Not necessarily.
Hey, I'm trying to back you up, motherfucker. Go with it.
Well, here's my thing. I almost wonder if backing it with blue or a different color before you apply the the backer would be good to like add another color to it
I feel
What,
like
like
it
a
would
or
double
add
back?
some color to it. Yeah, like
like it would have like a gray or like a black undertone or a white undertone or a blue undertone to the chrome. I mean, I feel like that would be a thing.
I would wonder if it would basically make it so that it would be a different color in the light. Excuse me. If you applied direct light to it.
I wonder.
You could always test that theory out.
I could, but I kind of don't want to for $16 a can.
True.
Um, all right. Moving on to
Yes.
what I'm actually kind of excited about. So, if anybody here knows the origins of the original Supras, anybody at all? Nobody?
No, I don't know the origin of the Supras. No, not at all.
Okay, so the Toyota Supra was originally an offshoot of the Toyota Celica. It was a Toyota Celica GT Supra. Um, Up until they stopped making the Supra in I think 1990 something. At which point they started merging the Toyota Celica and GT and the Toyota Celica GTS, which was basically the continuation of the Supra. Um, so recently they started coming out with the new Toyota Supras, but they currently do not make a Toyota Celica, except for in Japan. Um, it is the equivalent of the Subaru BRZ and the other Toyota AE89 or something. I don't remember the exact numbers. But if we look here, Traxxas has put out the Toyota Supra GR Supra GT4. It's on the Fortec 3.0 platform, race bred styling, Fortec 3.0 performance, and it's got a clipless body mount system. So if we go here, we can look at the main page for the vehicle itself. Marks the return of a legendary name to the racing circuit, and now there's a new way to bring the action home. The Traxxas 10th scale GR Super GT4 captures the muscular curves and fine detail of the all-new Supra with the proven performance of the Traxxas Fortec 3.0 chassis. So I don't know how you can say proven when it just came out like 2 months ago. I'm just saying. Basically, it's pretty rugged. As I was saying, Fortec, it's on the Fortec 3.0 platform, which is longer and bigger than the Fortec 2.0, which is its predecessor. It's got the clipless body mount system, and there's a picture of the vehicle without the body on it. It's got a wider track, an extended wheelbase, and bigger wheels and tires. Instead of having the 1.9 inch tires and wheels, it's got the 2.8 inch now. So
So they're taking from Texas then, I guess.
make it bigger. Yeah.
Bigger is better
Yeah. Here's a picture of it.
to an extent.
It's not a bad looking car. If I could get one and paint it blue, I would. Yeah, detailed replica body, clipless body mount system, replica wheels and tires, oil-filled ultra shocks, high performance suspension adjustments. Features bosses molded into the arms to adjust droop. Suspension droop is the amount of downward travel on the wheels. Droop adjustment allows the Fortec 3.0 to be tuned for better stability in corners. So, I don't know if you guys can hear the dogs in the background.
Yes, I
little
can.
Okay, sorry. Integrated servo saver. Conventional servos earned a reputation for sloppy steering in on-road cars. The Fortec 3.0. I will be right back.
So,
Turn up, turn up.
okay,
Which for me just means bring the microphone closer and closer to my mouth
right.
in an attempt not to have a Santa repeat.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome.
Okay. Yeah, like I had to sit there and listen for a little bit. I'm like, I thought you guys were too quiet.
Oh, are they too
Uh,
quiet?
Yeah, they are too quiet.
Okay.
Um,
So
Say
Uh,
it's either that or we just weren't talking.
yeah, Sam's gonna come up lots, and Matt has to come up a little bit.
I just moved it up on Streamlabs to see what you guys want to try talking.
well, I'm here
Because it's worked
and
so well in the
talking about-
past.
Yep,
Right.
because it's
So
But anyway, so I'm quiet. That's fun.
yeah,
I'm never quiet.
I was gonna say.
It sounds like you need to be a little bit closer to your mic on my end.
Is that
Yeah.
better?
yeah, that's better.
And Matt is just quiet.
I'm just Matt.
Yeah.
There's no real getting away from that.
Integrated servo saver. Basically, it's got a better
Yeah.
servo saver. Waterproof receiver box. What doesn't have that these days? 2075 high torque steering servo.
Or steering.
Thank you.
Or steering.
Molded wire retainer. Fixed gear mesh system. High current connectors. Hex hardware. Rubber sealed ball bearings. One piece drive shaft. Ew.
What?
I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, I've never seen One Piece, but I feel like it's kind of a ass show.
I don't know. Steel center drive shaft. Fully authentic look. If you look in there, you can see the brakes
And the authenticity.
and the rotors. Proven sealed differentials, and that's it. Coming soon. Street price is starting at $350, so that's a lot for a brushed truck, but it is 4x4 wheel drive. There's a size comparison of the tires.
Those look beefy.
Yeah, they're pretty beefy. ESC specs, it's going to be the XL5, so we've gone through those about 1,000 times. Two-stage indicator for low voltage detection. Single button setup. Speaking of upgrades, Castle has started to put out a 2400 kV 1721 motor. The 1721 2400 kV is an exclusive offering available to those that are ready to take their extreme speed and drag setups to the next level. As you can see, this would be it in about an 8th scale setup. It's got a Monster X8S in there. It's a censored motor, ideal for running up to 8S LiPo in 8th scale and 7th scale vehicles. The mechanical design boasts a stainless steel sleeve to reinforce and strengthen the rotor for high RPM operation, coupled with a massive 8mm stainless steel motor shaft, 8mm bullets, and high strand low resistance silicone coated 8-gauge copper wire. The 1721 2400 kV motor will deliver massive power and speed and maximum top end speed.
And also speed.
Yes, speed. So it's going to go in stuff like
Jesus.
180 miles per hour on 8S,
No,
147.
not even that.
The price?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I remember motor and speed controller prices have come down a shit ton. But yeah, that is a lot for a motor.
That's a lot for anything.
Because
I was looking at
you look at this and the Mamba XLX2, which I don't think that's what you would want to use in it, but that's $250.
Yeah, no, and like I am still kind of looking into getting an air fryer. Those are like a little over twice the amount that I'm looking at.
Right.
And I'm actually going to use the air fryer.
Well, give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Minimum voltage 4S, maximum 8S. KV 2400, max RPMs 90,000. Diameter 1.87 at 47.6 at fins, 46 at cans. Hey Cheerio,
Yes.
would you mind reading some Sam's stories?
Yeah. Of course I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a unexpected.
She's got a thing.
So,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
but I love y'all. See you later.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good luck, Sam.
Oh, good.
All right. Thanks.
This thing's almost 2 pounds of motor, 28.8 ounces. Almost 2 fucking pounds. Okay. Cheerio, do you know where to find hers? Oh shoot. Let me figure out how to send her stories to you.
Yeah.
You want to just start with mine in the meantime?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me finish up these last two. Oh, so that would be the XLX2. That would be the recommended receiver, or not receiver, ESC for it. So if you think about it, that's over $500 for an motor system.
Yeah, no thanks.
That's more than I spend on most vehicles. When I bought the Mamba Monster 2 for my eRevo back in the day, it was $240 for the ESC and the motor. So, yeah. This item is in stock, though.
Oh, boy.
It will be for a while at that price.
Wow.
Castle's pretty good stuff, though. So, it'll sell pretty quick.
Yeah, that is good for them.
So, the new 8th scale Redcat Kaiju, 6S ready, ready to run, battery and charger not included. I don't necessarily like Redcat at all, but it's got a wheelie bar.
I mean, the fin's a little much. The actual car is okay.
Oh, the wing.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that it's got that thing built into it, the mesh cover. The EXT is the ultimate monster truck in performance and stability. While the Kaiju EXT started off as an extended version of the original Kaiju, it has grown into a whole new beast. Extended wheelbase, along with some additional major upgrades, provides the truck with a wheelbase of 360 millimeters, an additional 51 over the wheelbase of the original Kaiju, 6S performance, and yeah, you can run two 2S batteries to get 4-cell, or you could probably run a single battery. 4-pole, 4068, 2100 kV brushless motor, hobby wing system, hexfly, metal servo, 1/8 scale, fully assembled, hobby wing 150 amp brushless ESC, 4 to 6S LiPo ready, radio 2.4 gigahertz system, drive system 4-wheel drive, sealed drivetrain, differentials 3 oil-filled gear differentials, steel CVA drive shafts with captive joint, 4-wheel independent suspension, aluminum threaded body, coilover shocks, and adjustable wheelie bar. Batteries not included. Charger also not included. So, I don't really like Redcat at all. But that's an interesting looking truck. That is kind of a dumb looking chassis, though. I hope that I'm not the only person here who thinks that.
I mean, I had to take a bit to orient myself to which way the picture was situated.
Yeah.
So,
No, like I've got it, but initially I was thinking
Goodness.
the bearing looking parts
these
were
guys.
like that was the front half of the vehicle.
This is the front
So
of the vehicle.
no. That whole picture I was looking at as the front
Oh.
half of the
Oh,
vehicle.
so you were thinking that the front. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah,
So
that
I
would
was
be
thinking
the.
like spaceship look instead of actual vehicle.
Yeah. That would be the spot for the steering servo right there. Pinion
For steering.
spur gear. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a very thin drive shaft center there. Looks like it's got a rip off of the GTR shocks. Not gonna lie. And molded roof to protect body, functional air intake.
Why does that matter?
To cool your motor.
Yeah, that matters.
Into actual licensed Interco wheels or tires. Belted too. I don't remember seeing the price, but I'm gonna assume $650. $460. So, if you're looking for a cheap way to get into the 8th scale system or setup, I would still stay away from
For a
this.
different one.
Yeah. Maybe pick up a E-Revo, because that you're still gonna have better luck with a broken ass E-Revo over this guy.
Yikes.
Because I mean, dude, don't get me wrong, the E-Revo is a nice truck, but Traxxas.com. If you look at the Rustler. The 8th scale E-Revo. You're going to pay a little bit more, but you're going to get so much more out of it. $650. New colors
It's a little
available.
bit more than a little more.
Um,
It's just under 200 more.
yeah, but you've also got to realize if you pick this guy up, which, and I'm not saying that everybody should do this, but plan for an easy, which I'm not gonna lie to you, nothing on this fucking truck is easy to replace when you break it. But plan for if you're starting out, or if you don't enjoy working on these things, plan to get an easy to work on truck. And with that, you've got to take into account stuff like uh, prices of parts, and not just prices of parts, but parts availability. Redcat, in our area where we live, you can't get Redcat parts anywhere. Like maybe 2 towns over in a engine rebuild shop, but that's it. Like that's not necessarily good parts coverage. Um, but yeah, another good brand that I would suggest going to if you're looking for parts coverage would be Arma. Not quite as big as Traxxas, but if you compare this guy to if you compare them to Redcat, yeah, they're so much better.
That green is ugly.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen
like
the blue one
border
in
colored.
person.
No, the blue one looks really cool.
Yeah, 450, 1/8 scale, 3S though. That's the issue.
I was gonna say it doesn't look that cool.
Yeah, well, not necessarily. I'm not gonna comment on that. It looks shitty, but I mean,
But it's no Traxxas.
well, we looked at the we just looked at the new Fortec 3 a little bit ago. This would be, I would say, a good competitor to the Fortec 3 if they did 2 things to it: metal metal gear differentials,
Hmm.
and a metal center drive shaft. That's the center drive shaft on this guy right here. That's plastic. That's gonna warp. The differentials in this guy, the gears are also plastic. So front and rear sway bars for ultimate all on-road handling. 3900 kV brushless motor. Threaded oil-filled shocks for easy ride height adjustment. Aerodynamically tuned Vendetta Speed Racer body. Available in 2 stunning matte and gloss effect body paint schemes with scale decals. It's going to have all the normal Arma Firma or Spectrum Firma crap shoved in there. The big issue that I have with this guy, it's an 8th scale truck that does 3S or 2S. So it says here Metal Gear diffs, but that's not true. Well, maybe they've changed it from the model that we saw. D-Boots Hoon's 11s vented all-road tires mounted on tough gunmetal colored wheels. Strong composite chassis, high extended height dirt defenders, front and rear double wishbone suspension, steering system with stone clearance. Signature Arma modular design for easy maintenance. Easy access power module with dirt management. Easy access front and rear diff removal. Easy access electronics module. Rubber shielded bearings. And we're gonna kind of look at some more pictures and move on. The tires look pretty good if you look at the tire tread pattern. That doesn't look very. That looks pretty cheap right there, if you ask me.
Looks like a face.
You look like a face.
Well, I have a face. Thank you.
Oh damn! I'll try harder next time. Uh, not great shocks on there.
Well, that's a shock.
Okay. Um. Anyway, that's whoa. That would be one of Sam's. So we will go to Matt.
Hello, sir.
What's
and
up?
madam.
Hello.
Not much, sir. Not much. Let's see, that is correct. All right, so I assume we're doing Shot Heard Around the World,
Yes.
which I know is not what it's called, but it should have been.
So
Okay.
there is the articles.
Okay.
So I
Sorry.
think we're yeah, it's all good. So we're a little heavy on Skyrim stuff this week. Kind of carryover from this week and last week. Both of these are, or at least both of mine, are dealing with things that can basically be summed up with people are still finding new things in Skyrim after the game's been out for 10 goddamn years.
And it's had over like 38 versions released.
Oh, I know, and they're still gearing up for a 39th. Um, so this one deals pretty specifically with one exact location as far as what they've actually figured out. Or what am I saying?
I don't know. You tell me.
So realistically, what this person did is something that you could conceivably do across multiple different locations, but they have done this in Bleak Falls Barrow, which, if I'm not mistaken, just because I'm not. So Bleak Falls Barrow is the first foray that you really make into honestly any kind of dungeon if you actually follow the main initial quest lines in Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
And you're sent to go in and recover a dragon stone, I believe it is. But this person had to have gone back after the fact because either that or they've got mods um, galore because there's no way you'd start off the game with a crossbow. Anyway, they took a crossbow as their weapon of choice while going through Bleak Falls Barrow. And at the end of it, they encountered a Draugr Scourge Lord. And as one does, they attack it because otherwise you will die. And so they shoot it 4 times with the crossbow. The first 3, normal. Just push it back a little bit. And the 4th shot hit different. Apparently, I've never used a crossbow in my playthroughs. If anything, I was just a sneaky archer who half the time would get the slow-mo kill follows as my arrow dramatically flies past whoever I'm shooting at and bounces off a wall because, I can't do things correctly. Um, but apparently crossbows have a really good potential to stagger enemies that you shoot at. So, shot 1, 2, 3 gets knocked back a little bit. 4th shot hits it and knocks it directly back into the coffin that it came out of and killed it.
Huh.
I believe, I don't know where you're tracking at in the article, Mike, but it looks like there is a brief video that will show it.
Do, 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 do. Okay. We're watching.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Interesting. So, okay, look at that. Yay! I got shot in the face.
I mean, if that's what does it for you.
Okay.
Oh, is that 8 more days until the anniversary one comes out, Spencer?
Nice.
Yeah. So, apparently, crossbows, or the bolts that they shoot, fly faster than the regular bows. And you can also grind through the archery skill faster than a regular bow.
Hmm.
Which, like I said, I've never used a damn crossbow, so I do not know these things. But basically, right place, right time, you get pretty good results.
Yeah. I don't know if I've
Uh,
go on.
good.
I don't know if I've told my my Fallout 3 story on the podcast before. But
No time like the present.
so we may have already told this story, but have you played Fallout 3, either of you?
No, sir.
It's been a minute.
So there's a point at which you have to confront the Megaton sheriff. Or no, you have to confront a criminal alongside the Megaton sheriff. So, and he's actually kind of like important to some stuff further on in the game, apparently. Well, I always get to this point because not always, but I always get bored in Skyrim or not Skyrim, Fallout, and start just walking around sticking grenades in people's pockets. Because you guys know me, I'm kind of a shit disturber.
Kind of, he says.
So I get to that point, and this was probably the furthest I really got in the in my playthroughs ever, and it's really saying something because that's not very far into the game. Well, I get I get bored, so I start just doing that thing where I stick grenades in people's pockets, and I
Mhm.
kind of think, I wonder how far I can get in the game just doing this to a random person in the in quests. So I don't get very far because I didn't realize that the criminal is in a room and the sheriff then runs into said room to confront said criminal. So I go and I stick the grenade into the guy's pocket. Just at the right time, the sheriff runs into the room and the grenade goes off and kills both of them. And I am no longer welcome in that city because every time, since I killed the sheriff, every time I walk in that city, I get shot to death. So,
Well,
yeah, just
win
kind of,
some, lose some.
well, it just kind of goes to show you need to be careful whose pocket you stick a grenade in.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Maybe next time I'll try sticking it in the sheriff's pocket, see if he survives.
I am suspicious. It depends on what results you're looking for.
Well, I'm sure that that'll just give me the same results.
Potentially.
Anyway, I don't know if I've told that story before, but or not, at least not on here. I tell it a lot in person
You
because
have told it? I do not fully remember where you have told it.
because one of the guys that we work with we both used to work with, I still work with him, is like super into the Fallout games. And I told him that story because we were talking about Fallout 4 and why I haven't gotten very far in Fallout 3. So, Anyway, back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Mike. And I'm assuming this would be what?
Just the way you said thank you, Mike.
I'm trying to be professional. I'm assuming this means I should stop.
No. You're good.
How did I say it?
I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, come on.
All right. You can't rush greatness, but you can rush me.
That's what I'm doing. Damn it.
I couldn't tell.
Ew.
Anyway, so I assume that this is the titular article for the week.
Yep. Titular article.
Hell yeah. So this is one where if I hadn't read this article, I would have never ever figured that this was a thing in Skyrim. But if you play the game correctly, and by correctly, I mean get on Solstheim, run through probably at least like 70% of it, or at least clear White Bridge Barrow on the island of Solstheim. You can craft spider weapons.
Interesting.
And by this, I mean you can craft spiders that are also weapons. As far as the game is concerned, they are scrolls that can either be live or dead spiders.
Huh.
So you can run around Skyrim dual wielding spiders.
You know what? No.
Yeah.
All of the things on the planet. No.
Thank
Okay, but you don't know what they can do. Oh, and also
They
for
do
those...
spider things.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. For those watching and following along in the chat, I'm going to sneeze.
Peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter.
4 sneezes later. The link that I just put up is to like a 20-25 minute YouTube video that goes over all the different kinds of spiders you can make in depth and also gives a pretty neat summary of what they do. But basically, you can make spider nukes, not nukes, grenades that explode with different effects. So there's something for you to do, Mike, because it's a Fallout tag. You can make spiders that run around and attack people. You can make spiders that just kind of run around, and if enemies are near them, they get hurt because they've got like cloaks. And then there's something else, I think, that I can't quite remember. Oh, there's one that literally just is a bomb. And if you throw enough of them, when they explode, they also simultaneously just spawn more that continuously explode.
Oh, God.
So it's a monster chain reaction. Oh, here it is. Jumping spiders that will run after people and jump and explode onto them. Cloaked spiders, where if they're just, like I said, in the vicinity, then the enemies will get hurt. The only small hiccup with doing this is that it requires albino spider pods, which are very difficult to find. And, well, it's mostly there aren't a whole lot of them around, and there's only one that respawns. As long as you're playing
Yikes.
vanilla with no mods. So it takes some time, and I will be right back. I have to blow my nose.
Okay. Cheerio?
That sounds like a whole lot of no.
I agree with that assessment. No spiders.
No. What are Are you looking for a segue into the next article?
I
Are you?
don't know. Did he finish?
I don't know, but
Well, he's done.
we're just kind of winging this today.
We're gonna do. Amazon is telling Matt to shut up.
All right. Well, here we go. And Amazon is telling Matt to shut up. So Amazon wants Alexa to us to stop talking to Alexa so much, and to get on with our lives. So Tom Taylor, Senior Vice President of Alexa, said, "It may surprise you to know that Amazon wants you to talk to Alexa less." Oh, Jesus, Alexa less. We believe that the future of consumer technology is ambient intelligence, which uses AI to weave together devices and intelligent services. Taylor said, the tech giants are all trying to improve their AI assistants so they can anticipate what humans want and when they want it.
You need me to take this one for you.
No, I don't. The writing was like a little weird for me, so it took me a minute. It's okay. We're all having like absolute strokes right now. Amazon is slowly destroying our brains.
Yep.
It's there when you need it, and it recedes into the background when you don't. Taylor said in reference to a future version of Alexa. Indeed, he said this would be the next big leap forward for technology inside and out the home. Ultimately, this means that you'll reach for your phone a little bit less and you're talking to Alexa less. It means you're spending more time looking up at the world and the people in it. I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah, my only issue with that is I feel like it's going to turn into the Wall-E people
Wally.
if left unchecked long enough. We're all just going to be strapped into a chair, obese, and shitting into our pants and just having it taken away by the magic chair of destiny.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I try not to let people talk for me.
I mean,
It might get me in trouble less.
I like walking around.
Me too.
So do I.
Amazon has already introduced Alexa routines, which enables people to program Echo and other Alexa-enabled devices to perform certain actions at certain times. For example, turning off the thermostat when everyone leaves the house or turning on local news when the alarm goes off in the morning. These routines can also be triggered by sounds such as a baby crying. Oh, that's creepy. And Amazon is introducing other triggers, including visual ones. Oh, yep, that's even more creepy. According to Taylor, in September, Amazon introduced Ring custom event alerts that can use to open a garage door when a packet arrives, for example. This ambient intelligence all around you, increasingly, you don't have to ask Alexa to do these tasks around your house. Amazon expects there to be lots of different AI assistants in the future, performing different roles in different contexts. An increasing number of cars, companies and retailers will use Amazon tools to develop their own intelligent assistants. For example, according to Taylor, when Amazon introduced Alexa 7 years ago, it was able to do just 13 relatively simple tasks like playing music. Today, there are more than 130,000 Alexa skills, Taylor said, adding that people interact with Alexa billions of times each week. I don't have an Alexa in my home and have never wanted one. It's creepy. I'm not down for that train. Just saying.
Right.
All right. And the next article is what? I know this is supposed to be so flawless.
The
Wine Club?
Skyrim?
Yeah, that's what I thought. So then the next article is bringing back Skyrim, not for scary fucking spiders. We don't want to talk about using them to kill people and for grenades and shit. There is now going to be a new Skyrim board game, and it will include a prequel to the classic video game. Skyrim is being ported to a new format, board games. Modifus, don't ask me to say that. I tried. Maker of Elder Scrolls Miniatures game and the Fallout tabletop game series, will release Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim the Adventure game in 2022. And Polygon has an exclusive preview. The game's multiple narrative campaigns, its creators say, will offer new insights into Skyrim's lore, including a prequel to the events of the video game. Skyrim, the adventure game, will go up for pre-order Tuesday on the new GameFound platform. The final product, which is also destined for a retail release, could arrive with backers as early as next spring. Skyrim, the adventure game, is a tabletop experience for 1 to 4 players who work together cooperatively in sessions that last between 90 and 120 minutes each. Yeah, whatever. Players take on the role of 6 characters, each one based on an iconic fantasy race from the Elder Scrolls series: Ultimer, Dunmer, Imperial, Khajiit, Nord, and Orsimer. I don't know. I hope I say that right. I hope I said that right.
Mostly.
Fuck. I died. Each comes with its own unique set of powers and affinities, which in turn provide the game with its gameplay diversity. It's not going to be 120 minutes. That's not going to fucking happen. It's going to be like Monopoly and it goes on and on. It's not happening. Fuck no. All right, D&D.
3 weeks later.
Basically.
3 weeks later. Why are we still playing this game?
Right.
Oh my god, I don't want to... Motherfuck. So while I act like I have my shit together and re-click on this fucking article because it closed on me because it wanted to give me some things, I'm just gonna keep acting like I know what the fuck I'm doing.
I
And
mean, I
just
can read it. Mike's got it. I'm watching
I
the stream, so I can read it until you get it
yeah,
back.
I mean I got it. I got it back. It just took a second. All right, cool. Anyways, imagine you're climbing the base of a 6-sided pyramid.
That's a lot of sides.
The
Which side are you on? It's
Capital
actually
1?
8. I
it
mean,
sounds like a D6.
I think it's a P6.
Like a G6.
No, P6. I know what you're getting at, but this is the pyramid, not a die.
We're all climbing towards the top. One big finale. But
Oh.
on my pyramid,
Climax!
I can go up to the right. I can go up to the left. I can go up to the center. So I've got multiple choices to get to the top of my side of the story with my playstyle. But there are 6 other sides.
There's 7.
That sounds like
No, 5. What the fuck? Oh my god. Caw.
Interesting.
my entrance and my exit.
What?
What? Not even. Never mind. Not like that.
Yeah, no, I know, Mike. That's why I freaked out.
I'm so did I?
What?
I think I sent that to Sam the first time.
I mean, I got it. I got it. It's in the...
No, I know. It is now.
The adventure game can be played as a one-off experience, focusing on a selection of the thematic scenarios. Jesus,
No,
words.
I did the thing? Yeah, I did the thing. Okay, cool.
But the big draws are its 2 lengthy campaigns. Yes, exactly. The drawback is I'll be here for 3 days, each with 3 chapters. My fucking point. Powering the narrative is a deck of some 600 cards, which can grow to around 700 cards depending on the expansion that you add in. They include all of the game's available quests and plot elements. The deck itself is a semi-permanent, requiring that
Mike.
players add, removing, and reshuffling the cards in a consistent manner from game to game. Ultimately, Bert said the deck becomes a record of your personal history with the game. Decisions you make early on will have D&D meets Skyrim meets board game. This is
It's D&D for Skyrim.
yes, that's exactly what it is. Decisions you make early on will have consequences for the length of the campaign. Kill the draw of Whiterun, for instance, and he stays dead the next time you play. But Bert stressed that this isn't a legacy style game. It does not require the destruction of any original components. The entire experience can easily be reset by adding cards that were moved back into the game. Okay. Like mini
There's no-
mechanic. Go ahead.
I forgot the first half of what I was going to say. But it all just... Boy, sorry, my brain short-circuited.
Holy shit.
What, the price of
Yeah.
almost $140 for the final retail version?
Right? Does that come with everything, or is that literally just like the main base? That's the
don't-
base. That's the base fucking game.
No. The 140 is the final retail.
Of this game?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my mother of hell no.
Like
Fuck that. I would rather play D&D.
$300.
For $300.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Anyway,
What the fuck? Let's get to the fucking price. Okay, so fuck everything else. It's D&D meets Skyrim, and it's 100. What is this, anyways? Once they're gone, they've gone. Who the fuck is gonna buy it?
there are people. Trust me.
My god, and I am not one of them.
That's okay. There's no accounting for taste.
Yeah, I know. I just don't have any of that.
Spencer has it pre-ordered.
Never
The
mind.
game or the Skyrim, the newest Skyrim version?
I mean, I was making a joke, but
Oh, I was just assuming it was actually true.
no. Well, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but Spencer, do you plan on getting this?
So, nevertheless, to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the release of Skyrim, the first 2011 backers will be able to get their copy for the original hoped for £68 price.
So $100.
Basically.
So once they're gone, they're gone. And then there's a deluxe tier for £220, which is $300. It includes all the expansions as well as a full complement of plastic miniatures, a deluxe neoprene game mat, and a set of metal septim coins to replace the cardboard counters that come in the standard edition. And okay.
So not to just...
And an anniversary edition is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X on the 11th of November.
Yeah, Skyrim's going fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I've got a good...
memories...
Go on.
I was gonna say my memory is absolute trash. Should I say anything about the YouTube link that I sent to the chat, like the Twitch chat, or did I just drop it and forget it?
You said something about it earlier.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I don't have to say anything else about it.
Yeah.
Because I think it is time that I head on towards bed.
Oh.
Because I do work at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Well, before you go, Matt, I've got one last thing to say to you.
As we segue into our next segment.
Hold on.
Wow, I could hear that as well as I can the music that you were trying to play.
Yeah.
It was silent. It's all right.
I
You're gonna have to
know.
send it to me.
Well, it was more for the Twitch chat than for you. Anyway.
Well, fuck you then.
No. Fuck you.
I have a counter argument, sir.
I said good day, sir.
No, I have a counter argument.
Yes.
What?
I fucking mouthed the "Caw!" and he just fucking left. It was great.
Yep. All right.
So Gary Gary Bowser pleads guilty to piracy charges after Nintendo pursuit. What?
Mm-hmm. Team Executor.
Has been pursued by both Nintendo and the U.S. government for fucking what?
Selling.
Oh. Team Executor was a hacking group that sold both software and hardware for stuff like Nintendo consoles, but arguing that they were simply advocating for homebrew programs and consumers, same difference, to repair their own property. Gaming giants like Nintendo thought otherwise. Okay. Having pursued them for years, last year, the Japanese gaming giant were joined in the efforts by the U.S. government. Oh, Jesus. Who
Mm-hmm.
quickly launched a formal criminal investigation into 3 of the 12 men alleged to be opening and operating the company. Here's how the Department of Justice describes their case against Team Executor. This sounds like a very long and drawn out thing, so I might paraphrase a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
According to court documents, the enterprise Team Execute, they exploit vulnerabilities in video games, consoles, and design circumvention devices. And the indictment alleges that due to illegal nature of its business, Team Executor continuously sought to evade enforcement efforts by victim companies, financial institutions, and law enforcement. They also attempted to protect their overall business by using a wide variety of brands and websites and distribution channels. From approximately June 2013 through August 2020, the team used a variety of products. And then according to the indictment, Team Executor at all times cloaked its illegal activity, which with a purported, I can't word that, desire to support gaming enthusiasts who wanted to design their own video games for non-commercial use. The overwhelming demand and use for the enterprise's devices was to play pirated video games. The Team Executor allegedly helped create and support online libraries of the pirated video games. And according to the indictment, the team was so brazen that it even required customers to purchase a license, quote unquote, to unlock the full features of its custom firmware in order to enable the ability to play these pirated video games. It didn't take them long to start making progress. The 51-year-old Canadian man, Gary Bowser, and Max Lauerman. I can't. Gary Bowser. They were both arrested late last year. And Bowser was found in the Dominican Republic and extradited. Jeez, to the U.S. It's alleged that he advertised and trafficked human. No, he did not. I think I'm having a stroke.
I completely lost where you are.
I'm on the way at the bottom, near the bottom.
Man, human trafficking, eh?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it normally is. Lauren was arrested abroad in connection with the charges in this case. And the government is seeking his extradition so he can, too, stand trial in the U.S.
Oof.
Imagine if something you invented was stolen from you and then marketed and sold to customers around the world. That's exactly what Team Executor was doing. This is from the FBI. It's a perfect example of why FBI has made the prevention of theft of intellectual property a priority. These arrests should send a message to would-be pirates that the FBI does not consider these crimes to be a game. But you know what is also part of a game? The Switch and its new Nintendo 64 Switch controller.
Okay, so before you go into this,
Yes.
I am not getting the Switch Online expansion pack. I think that I've kind of run out of a need for it. But I am looking at this for my Switch.
That's cool.
Yeah. On the subject of, shit that we probably shouldn't be, messing with.
Yeah, right. That does look really cool, though.
Oh, yeah.
It makes me think back to the retro days of
Retro gaze.
Yeah, retro gays. I mean, I love them so much. We love some retro gays here.
Retrograde gaze.
Yes, I don't want to talk about it. It's one of those nights.
Oh, man.
If you haven't gotten a Switch N64 controller yet, you'll have to wait until next year. I don't have a Switch.
Why not?
Oh, because I originally was going to get a Switch, and then I'll tell you more about it later.
Okay.
But they won't be back in stock until 2022. What the fuck?
Right?
Not even in time for Christmas?
Nope.
That's tragic. It is $49.99. So the special Nintendo 64 controller for the Switch, it briefly went on sale again on Tuesday, and if you missed buying one, they're sold out, and you won't be able to get one until 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know exactly when they're going to be back in stock. The controller was released in October ahead of the availability of Nintendo Switch Online, plus the expansion pack, which is a premium Nintendo Switch Online tier. It gives you access to Nintendo 64 games and Sega Genesis games. You don't need the controller, but players have found the button layouts for some games don't translate well to a Joy-Con or the Switch Pro controller.
Yeah.
So if you want to pick up, is it really that bad?
Oh, it's terrible.
So can't they add an adapter for like an old N64 controller if you have one?
They probably could, but they're
But
not.
will they? Yeah. Pretty sure you can. Never mind.
If the question is you could, or if your response is you could probably make one, I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like with the right technology, you can do really anything, especially when it comes to order controllers, because they don't have a lot from that era to interfere with.
So the issue with controllers now is they're completely different than what they were back in our day. Basically, controllers are no longer just like. So way back when we were heavy into gaming, the controller was basically 3 wires that went out to the controller. Back in the days of the original Nintendo 64. Because it was an analog signal sent out from the console to the controller and then back to and it would basically it could tell based on button input what button was being pressed. It was all done analog. It's all digital now. So it's all handled completely different, which makes for a lot better of a communication than you would think. But anyway.
if you want to pick them up when they're back in stock next year, make sure you're a member of Nintendo Switch Online, and they're only available to subscribers of the service. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
The Sega Genesis controllers are currently in stock as of this writing. However, you may want to pick up one so you can take a nostalgia trip while playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or Gunstar Heroes. I played Sonic the Hedgehog on computer.
I mean, I don't want to say that that's probably the best way to do it, but yeah. I'm not gonna say any positives or negatives of piracy. So, Cheerio,
Yes.
do you want to play a game or what?
Honestly, I need to go to the store.
Okay. So, all right. Well, thank you for coming on, and thank you for hurrying back on. Um, Thank you everybody for coming out tonight. I just now realized that all of the names were still up, even though it was only the two of us. So
It's fine. These things happen. They were
yeah,
here.
they were here. Um, anyway, thank you everybody for coming out and hanging out with us. Um, go ahead and join us next week, or you can watch this again on Friday on our YouTube channel that Matt sent out earlier. Bye.